What do you see when you look at this picture? I'm guessing you said a tomato plant or tomatoes. Although some of the tomatoes aren't ripe, you correctly identified them as tomatoes anyway. You did that because you knew that if the tomatoes are properly cared for, the green, immature tomatoes will become red and ready to pick. As a professional, you realize that not all of your customers are ready to buy today. But over time, 100% of them will require the equipment and aftermarket products and services you provide. That will happen, because like tomatoes, their needs will ripen. So what should you do with customers that aren't ready to buy today? Should you ignore them? No. Like green tomatoes, your customers need to be nurtured and cared for so that when they're ready to buy the new equipment or aftermarket products and services they require, they'll want to deal with you. Let me share a personal story with you about aftermarket sales. Over the 50+ years that my wife and I have been married, we've owned 10 homes. Here's where that gets interesting. Each of those homes can be plotted within a radius of about 35 miles. Yet every time we bought a new home, we ended up with a different builder, a different realtor, a different title company, and a different mortgage lender. I don't know what the total profit and commission was on those 10 homes, but it was a substantial amount. Here's my point. 10 builders, 10 realtors, 10 title companies, and 10 lenders. I liked the first builder and his realtor, and got along fine with the title company and the lender. But not one of them ever followed up with us after we closed on our home. No birthday card, no phone call, no anything encouraging me to remember them when we were ready to buy again. I don't know. Maybe I didn't look very promising, and they all thought that we'd stay in that little 2-bedroom starter home forever. My conclusion is that all of these sales professionals were more interested in sales transactions than they were in long-term loyal customers. All they saw was the red tomato. They failed to see all the other tomatoes that would ripen over time. How many homes have you owned, and what was your experience like? Here's the point I'm trying to make. If your distributorship fails to provide the aftermarket products and services your customers need, where are they going to get them? Only about 20% of your best and most valuable customers replace equipment in any year. That means that out of necessity, the other 80% are going to maintain the equipment they already have. Who do you want that business to go to? Best-in-class companies average 90% customer retention. What would be the impact of 90% customer retention on your income statement? Aftermarket sales opportunities are indeed like tomatoes. They aren't all ready to harvest at the same time, but when they are ready, someone is going to have the opportunity to harvest them. Shouldn't it be you? Don't put off your better future. Contact us today.